The sound of the bell at Portman Road means the two teams arrive as Ipswich and Leicester walk out into a packed Portman Road. The first top-flight meeting between these clubs for nearly 23 years, and it's only the first match of November, but this has the feeling of a very big game for both teams. Promoted together last campaign, now battling once again, this time to ensure it's Premier League football again next season. Well, the two-tiered Sir Alf Ramsey stand bears down on the players, a nod to this club's great past. It is the present that the 30,000 inside this stadium are concerned about right now. The atmosphere is terrific as the two sets of players line up either side of the Premier League arch, and both captains today have a poppy wreath with them for Ipswich Town's remembrance fixture. Team news: will Ipswich welcome back their captain Sam Morsey and forward Amari Hutchinson after they both missed the dramatic loss at Brentford through injury and illness? Harry Clark suspended, so Ben Johnson takes his place at right back after returning himself from a period out. Liam Delap has 5 Premier League goals already this season and leads the line. He has made a flying start to life in Suffolk. Team news for Leicester: 2 big boosters for Steve Cooper. Victor Christensen and Abdul Fattawu were doubts. Both start here in Suffolk after the raft of changes in midweek for the cup loss at Manchester United. It is 2 switches from the side that began 8 days ago against Forest in the Premier League. Yannick Vestergaard is back at the heart of defence, and Christensen replaces James Justin at left back. Well, a moment of hush after a real din in the pre-match entertainment, because, as I mentioned, personnel from the armed forces are here in Suffolk, and very shortly we are going to have a moment of remembrance. I think that is going to take place after the toss of the coin, which Jamie Vardy and Sammy Morsey are about to take. And one of Ipswich's great players is also being remembered today, Trevor Wymark, who was a legendary goal scorer when they were one of the best teams in Europe, not just in England, under Sir Bobby Robson. Leicester are going to get the game underway by the looks of things. Harry Winks strides to the centre circle, and Ipswich break from their huddle. There are normally goals, certainly when Leicester play, one of only 2 teams to score in every match this season in the Premier League. And Ipswich have scored a few. They've also shipped a lot since promotion back. We could be in for another thrilling afternoon on the road under Steve Cooper. Referee Tim Robinson blows his whistle. Harry Winks rolls it back to Mads Hermansen, and we're underway in Suffolk. Hermansen, all in pink, clatters it long towards Steffi Mavididi, and Dara O'Shea wins the first header of the afternoon to put it out of play. One of Ipswich's new signings.
Listen, what an atmosphere before the game in the build-up. There's sort of like multicolour neon signs everywhere, red, white and blue, and obviously the last post and the emotions that brings, and the military out there on the pitch, and it's just bodies everywhere, noise everywhere. What an occasion for youngsters in particular.
Here is Vardy, slipped through by Ndidi. Vardy's in on goal, he squares it to Mavididi, who scuffs his shot, and Ipswich survive. A really nervy moment at the back. You thought Vardy was going to pull the trigger, and Leicester might have had an early goal inside 3 minutes.
Wow. Well, we're just sort of making our introductions or making our comments there. Leicester with ease, carving through. I don't blame him for not being too happy.
No, he lives and breathes football, and he wants to be down there on the pitch. Morsey inadvertently plays that to Vardy, and here is Mavididi skipping in from the left-hand side, and he's got options. Fattawu is one of them. Edge of the box on that left foot, shoots, and Muric just about turns that behind for a corner. He looked a little nervous there. It was classic Abdul Fattawu. Ipswich couldn't stop the shot, and Leicester again not too far away from the opening goal.
Leicester look good, don't they? They look sharp, really. You know, they're hustling and bustling, but they're not getting anywhere near, really. The only 2 times there's been any sort of cause of encouragement for the home team is wearing Vestergaard.
Oh, Vestergaard has just lost it to Amari Hutchinson. He has it in the box. Hutchinson clips in the cross and Smodics heads it over. Big chance for Sammy Smodics. Leicester there, guilty of playing out from the back, losing the ball, and Smodics, I think, will think he should have scored.
Yeah, difficult. I don't think he could quite get over the ball as it was wrapped into him, but I was just about to mention Vestergaard, and the 2 times that he's played balls tightly into Ricardo, was just got away with this 3rd occasion.
Here is Chaplin, and Hutchinson has played centrally this season, but he's back on the right where he was so good to help Ipswich win promotion last campaign. Chaplin now darts into the penalty area. He can hit them, and he does towards the near post, and it flies wide. But that one misplaced pass has sparked Ipswich into life now. 10 gone, 0-0.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see how this next phase of play goes, because as you say, all of a sudden Ipswich presented with possession and an opportunity and are able to apply a bit of pressure. Now Leicester have got the goal kick, they're back in charge of the ball.
Now here comes that long ball from right to left. Johnson wins that header against Mavididi, but he sort of plops it down straight into the middle of the pitch, and Buonanotte is onto it. Buonanotte goes beyond Morsey, he's still going. Buonanotte, brilliant feed, brilliant shot, fine save from Muric, sparkling from Facundo Buonanotte, and he's pretty unlucky not to have made it 1-0.
Well, I'm going to get accused of, here he is again on the ball,
and he's teed up Mavididi, who's running down that left hand side, a couple of step overs, crosses in. Vardy's header over the bar. 15 gone, 0-0, lots of chances. Yeah,
I was going to say I'm going to be accused of over-exaggeration, but that was Lionel Messi-like. It literally was, wasn't it?
It was class.
The way he scampered past 3-4 challenges, you kept thinking he's going to shoot another man there, and then he delayed it a little bit longer, wait until the angle's right for him, and he fizzed off a shot. I think it was a slight deflection, was it, Chris?
That's Leif Davis with this corner, swings it in, and Phillips arrives, and it will fall to O'Shea. His shot is deflected wide. That might have been a very good block from Buonanotte, because he gets a big high five from Yannick Vestergaard. Ipswich there, threatening the opening goal.
Yeah, it was indeed. It was quite well disguised, really, the delivery there, and everybody's like pushing and shoving in around the 6-yard box. Buonanotte, nice and alert there.
He has Hutchinson for the short one if he wants, but I think Leif Davis is going to drill this one in. They brought in a set-piece coach, Mark Hudson, the former Cardiff manager, and a very good centre-back in his playing days. Here comes the set-piece from Davis, and round the back it's a free header, and it's a big miss from O'Shea, who looks to the skies and knows that he should have put Ipswich 1-0 up. The summer signing with a free sight of goal from no more than a couple of yards out, and he's headed it into the ground and over the crossbar. Again, Ipswich pinging the ball around very nicely, and Delap has fed Chaplin here. Connor Chaplin onto that left foot on the left-hand side of the penalty area. Momentum has just ended, or has it? He's shot goal, and so he's not missed by much. It absolutely fizzed past the post. Hermansen was at full stretch. He wasn't getting there. And Leicester survive another moment at the back. It's still somehow 0-0.
Yep. Create space for himself well there, didn't he? He's got to be more aware of that, try and understand what Chaplin likes to do. He loves that, cutting in on his left foot there. I mean, indeed, he's sort of given up the chase there. He was looking for maybe the reverse. Say, give it away too often, and Hermansen, somewhat typically of the last, well, the opening minutes of this second half, gives the ball away straight.
Davis with a shot, it's in on the volley. Oh, what a goal! Found with a crossfield pass, and Leif Davis has scored an absolute cracker. Portman Road has erupted. It's a goal they scored a lot in the Championship last season. Now they're doing it in the Premier League. And after 10 minutes of the second half, it is Ipswich 1, Leicester 0.
Well, it came a little bit out of nothing, out of the blue, but initially it was a long way to go before Ipswich take the throw and score the goal, but Hermansen has clipped it straight out from a goal kick position, an Ipswich throw. They keep the ball on that right-hand side, and you have to say, we talk about a lack of quality in this game. 2 inch perfect pieces of play, one with the pass, the diagonal on the run of Leif Davis. Leif Davis, side foot volley, exquisite in the extreme. in that far post. We're sat right behind the angle. Unfortunately for us, you could see it was goal bound.
Smodek's on the ball. Square pass to Morsey, under real pressure there. He has found Connor Chaplin. Out to Johnson. And Ipswich with the goal lead are now beginning to grow in confidence. Amari Hutchinson up against Christensen here. Christensen will need to defend. Amari Hutchinson's got beyond him, but Vestergaard was there to help out his teammate. Fine play from Yannick Vestergaard, and he brings Winks forward. Winks, lovely ball for Buonanotte. Buonanotte's the wrong side of Phillips. He's got Vardy in support. He plays it to Vardy, right hand side of the penalty area. Jamie Vardy looking for options. It's back to Harry Winks on his left foot. Shoots, good effort. Muric pushes it away. Brilliant Leicester move, their best of the second half by some distance. Mavanidi is on it here. The ball has stayed in play from the save from Muric. Back it goes to Wilfred and Ndidi. And now Vestergaard. Here is Winks, 1-2 of Yannick Vestergaard. Ipswich are back now and set, but Winks has picked up a lovely position and then shoots and puts it over the crossbar pretty comfortably.
Encouraging from Leicester's point of view, as you say, probably their best move in the second half. Christensen just about did enough in 1v1, and then with Hutchinson, and then Vestergaard comes and makes the easy clearance before you know it. Ball is played through to Winks. Buonanotte makes a great blindside run off his man.
Leicester have a four-man wall with Buonanotte on the ground behind it. 76 minutes gone at Portman Road. Ipswich with a free kick in a really dangerous position. Are they going to shoot or are they going to cross? Davis is going to nip it to the far post. It's a free header, and it's Hurst was there. O'Shea didn't get anything on it for Tawu. Did he bundle over Chaplin? Oh, Hutchinson almost then shot. Oh, it was absolute chaos in the penalty area. Phillips eventually brings it forward, and he has fouled Ricardo. Now, VAR has a lot to look at here. Phillips will be lucky to not get a second yellow here, because he's been booked. And what is the referee and the officials going to make of that? Matt, impossible to sum up what happened inside the penalty area there.
Well, initially, was it Hurst at the far stick?
It was O'Shea at the far stick with a free header.
I mean, how is that happening? It was just a simple clip. He spun.
He's off. Phillips is off. Phillips has shown a red card. He fouled Ricardo. And Calvin Phillips makes the walk to the touchline. That is potentially a big moment in this contest. Leicester will play against 10 men for the remainder of the contest. But are they going to look with what happened in the box before that? Connor Chaplin is asking. Kieran McKenna's just turned around and tried to whip up the support here. What have Leicester got? That's a lovely ball to Soumare here. Soumare to Abdel Fattawu here. On that left foot, drifts inside. Brilliant ball towards the far post, and it's dropped straight to Muric. Christensen got a touch. He didn't know much about it, nor did the keeper. That could easily have been bundled home.
Yeah, it's a beautifully drifted ball in by Fattawu there. And hopefully it's not too little too late, but it's taken a while for Leicester to sort of take the initiative and get bodies forward further. Christensen.
Ipswich clear their lines only as far as Hermansen. That red card is obvious thing to say, but the Ipswich are now sitting very deep. They were continuing really to look to attack with 11 on. And Leicester, with all of those forward players out there, need to unpick this lock. Soumare with a little ball with the outside of his right foot to invite Vestergaard into the game. He clips one forward here. Lovely ball looking for McAteer. Plays it back to Christensen. Christensen crosses in. Where's that going to drop? Buonanotte has put it over. And he's disappointed with himself by his very high standards. It was a half volley. It had just hit the floor. It popped up. And he's walloped it into the Sir Alf Ramsey stand. That was a chance.
Yeah, it turned out to be a better ball than it looked. Whether it's intentional or not, I don't quite know.
Hurst has controlled that one up against Fass. Dives into the challenge. It was a good one then. McAteer gets there. By the way, Jordan Ayew has come on for Victor Christensen. Kajus tries to stop Buonanotte. Buonanotte gets up and still goes and feeds Ayew. It's his first touch. Jordan Ayew. Oh, what a block on the line from Burgess. It was heading in from Jordan Ayew. And Ipswich somehow have survived. It's a Leicester corner. They've taken it quickly. Our referee shouldn't be stopping this, should he? But he has.
Is it the booking?
Yeah, for Kajus. But Leicester will say, if you let us take that,
yeah.
Ipswich had not reacted to the opportunity.
No, I 100% agree. I mean, could you not say, I'll book you after this phase of play? I don't know what the rulings are.
Here comes the Corner from El Canouse, swung in and headed away by Burgess, only as far as Winks. Winks, lovely little turn away from from Jack Clark, I should say, and he plays it to that left-hand side. Buonanotte now swings it in, hits Morsey, back with Buonanotte. Here is Winks. Winks could shoot, instead cuts inside onto his left foot and then whizzes one over the crossbar. 87 gone, and Leicester still trail by a goal to nil.
Not sure that was the right option from Harry Winks on his weaker foot. I know he had a good strike earlier, but umpteen bodies in the box. You've got to go over them because you're very unlikely going to go through them. Once you do that, you're lifting your strike.
Buonanotte scoops in this corner, headed away. Ipswich wanted a free kick again, only as far as Winks. Winks back here to Buonanotte. Buonanotte into the box onto his left foot. So good save from Muric. Point blank range in the end. Johnson heads it away, only as far as El Canouse. 8 minutes of added on time. El Canouse pulls it back. Fatawu shoots, it's blocked, it's pinball in there, and then Jack Clark wallops it away.
Well, at least Leicester are creating pressure, creating opportunities. Buonanotte, the angle was just closing down on him. Favours his left foot, tried to get the strike off, but the defender came across and he had to hit it straight towards the keeper, Muric, who palmed it away. Then the next phase of play, it ends up, that was a better chance for Fatawu, to be honest. Came across 15 yards out.
And he's given it away here to El Canouse. Lovely looking crossfield pass. Leif Davis is in trouble here up against Fatawu, and Fatawu might have nipped in and won it. He has, and he's controlled it down inside the penalty area. Fatawu clips it towards the far post. Where's the header? It's Ayew's header, and it's out of play for a corner. And Ipswich complain that Davis was fouled.
He's fine, look, wriggling and rolling around. He's slightly embarrassed, I think, by his lack of capability to defend in that instance. Fatawu, again, repeating myself a little bit, but I don't think he's been fed often enough. Pretty much every time he has got past or caused severe problems for Leif Davis there.
Can Leicester find another late goal on the road? In it comes from El Canouse, and the goalkeeper came. He didn't look particularly convincing. Comes out to Winks, and now Fatawu up against Johnson. Fatawu, that's a good ball in. Fast wins the header. Comes to McAteer on the edge of the box. His shot is blocked by Morsey. Morsey sprinting forward. He not got much puff left in him, I wouldn't have thought. He goes over, no free kick, definitely. That was soft. And then Sumare bounces off of Wes Burns. It's all happening at Portman Road. He's played it to Jordan Ayew. Ayew into Vardy. Back to Ayew, scores! Leicester have done it late on the road. Jordan Ayew sweeps home. What a move! And he sends the away fans delirious. In the 94th minute, it is Ipswich 1, Leicester 1. It's Jordan Ayew, the hero, away from home again.
Oh, it's a crazy game. We should know better by now, shouldn't we, Chris? But it still astounds you, doesn't it, football? I mean, Leicester have looked particularly unthreatening for the majority of this second half, certainly, and large parts of the first. But then just up the ante. They have the extra man. Is that a factor? Yes, it's contributory, of course, but you just sense that with the substitutions that Leicester had more of a threat about them, which is natural enough. But what a move, what a goal. But how quickly things can change there. Morsey breaks. In hindsight, he'll be just wishing he booted it out of play or just ran it out of play. He tried to be the hero initially.
Leicester could win this now, Matt Elliott.
Ecstatic in front of the Leicester City fan. Had a quick glance round at Steve Cooper and he was quite straight-faced, but you could tell he was delighted.
Fatawu looks to get beyond Leif Davis here. Davis just about stops him, but the 10 men are now holding on for a point, and Buonanotte has won it against Davis. Buonanotte pulls it back for Sumare. Sumare lines up the shot, and he's fired it over via a deflection. But it's all Leicester. They couldn't, could they?
You wouldn't bet against it now, would you? What have we got? A couple of minutes. I mean, Ipswich, all of a sudden, from looking quite composed and relatively comfortable, look done, out on their feet.
Football, what a game. And here is this corner. Buonanotte swings it in. Muric comes a long way and catches that.
Need more on the ball. The first delivery from a corner was high and looping. That one was slightly flatter, but
I'm not sure he should have done that, Muric, from an Ipswich perspective.
What is he doing?
He was looking for Burns, but that would have been the Hollywood ball, and he's just gifted Leicester the ball back here with Harry Winks. Leicester looking for their third win in the Premier League this season now all of a sudden, and Ipswich's wait, 22-year wait, is going to go on. Still got a good 2 minutes of this contest left, and it's with El Khanous. Cuts inside onto that right foot. That's a good looking ball here. Fatawu chests it down beautifully. Fatawu back in. No, it's just over the head of Vardy and out of play.
Oh, frustrating. El Khanous is bouncing around, trying to encourage both his teammates and the supporters to rally themselves. 1 minute and counting left. I don't think Muric will be quite as hasty to clear this goal kick as he did the ball out of his hands just now for some bizarre reason, but just a little bit more quality on there. Fatawu had bodies to pick out, perhaps could have looked further away from goal and went for the dynamic to Vardy at the near stick, but far stick, we've got too much on it.
Still time, and here is Fatawu on the ball. 1-1 at Portman Road in the 98th minute. Leicester have just equalised. Now they're looking to win it. And Burns has slipped, and Ayew shoots, and it's blocked. It's back to Ayew. His shot is blocked again by O'Shea.
That's asking for too much after Southampton.
Matt Elliott, will you be proved right? Because here go Leicester again with McAteer. The 8 minutes are up. He feeds Fass. Home fans now want the whistle for just a point. Fatawu can run at Leif Davis here. What's he got in the locker? Fatawu gets beyond him, holds up the cross here. The header from Samari back in towards Vardy, who wins it. Where's that going to drop? Fast towards goal, headed away. Ayew deflected over. There was a foul anyway.
He gave the foul, did he?
He did give the foul. Here's another astonishing away day thriller in the end for Leicester City this season.
Madness out there. There's all sorts going on, but brilliant stuff, really, brilliant stuff. I mean, it's been a thoroughly good game. Probably all said and done if it finishes at this score. But about right, or Leicester slightly fortunate, I don't know. Whichever way, they'll take this point, all said and done.
Muric has blasted it forward. Hermansen actually went all the way to the other goalkeeper. I think Ipswich thought that was the full-time whistle, but on we go. 99 minutes has now gone. But still on we go, and Leicester still have a chance of winning it. This would surely break the record for the latest goal, which I think they set at Southampton. Here is Abdul Fatawu again, feed him, and Leicester have a chance, and he's got beyond Leif Davis again, who surely fouled him. Referee there has given a goal kick, and that is a big call, because it looked like Fatawu was fouled, and that might just be that, with 100 minutes on the clock at Portman Road.
Yeah, I wouldn't condemn Fatawu there, because he has had quite a bit of joy on the outside, but I'm not sure that was the time and place. Just go for the percentages. Just cut inside, just fizz a ball in there. You know, the Ipswich are anxious at the moment, and the ball's bopping around. They're not clearing their lines properly. Would have been best just to apply a bit of pressure, because I probably don't think they'll get another chance. No, they won't.
Another 1-1 draw between Ipswich and Leicester, and another game, the third in a row with very late drama. The boos are for the referee from the home fans. Ipswich were 1-0 up through Leif Davis's volley. They thought they should have had a penalty. They didn't get it. Calvin Phillips was then sent off before Jordan Ayew's excellent last minute, last gasp equaliser, and picked the bones out of that. So much to talk about. Leicester have another Premier League point on the road, and this one will feel like a victory given how late the goal came. Full time at Portman Road. Ipswich 1, Leicester 1.